Welcome to all. Okay, now today let us try to discuss one important and curious phenomena we naturally see in our daily life. The basic question is why the objects appear in different colors. Okay, we see the various objects in various colors, either natural or artificial. Okay, what is the reason for this? Why the things looks like? Okay, today let us try to understand that from the physics perspective. Okay, see, some materials like glass appear transparent compared to other materials. The colors of the objects okay, to understand this we have to understand the basic phenomena of seeing the objects with our eyes. What makes the things appear to us? So the basic thing is, whenever we want to see some object, okay, we always need to have the light. Okay? We throw some light on the object, and that object itself throws the light back to our eyes, and some image of that object is formed on our retina. Okay. Then the signals will be sent to the brain, and the reconstruction of the object takes place in our brain. Then we perceive an object or its geometry or its color or anything else. This is what the basic phenomenon of looking the things. Okay. That means even though the eyes are perfect, even though the objects are in the visible range, what makes to you see the things is the light. Okay? The light is a carrier which brings you the image of light to your retina or brain. Okay? So without the light, we cannot see the objects. Okay? Even though our vision is perfect, even though that object is very near to us. Okay. Yeah, this is what we need to understand before understanding the colors of the objects. The basic question is, even though we illuminate every object, okay, with the same light, okay, you are taking some torch and you are illuminating those objects with the same torch. But some objects are looking red, some objects are looking green. See, the apple looks red, and the green chillies always look green. What is the reason for that? See, we are seeing all those objects in the garden when they are exposed to the ultraviolet light of the sun. Then what is the reason for the color of that characteristic color of those objects? Okay, this we need to understand. Okay. See, why? First of all, let us see why some objects look with no color. No color. Okay. See we have to see what happens to the materials when we throw some light on them. Okay. When we expose those objects to the light. Okay. See, here you may take light of any wavelength. Light of any wavelength. See, you may select the light from the entire electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. See, there are different wavelengths, and see, for some colors there are certain. For some light, that means visible light, we have certain colors. That means we are able to see that the light in that part of the electromagnetic spectrum only. This we need to understand. even though there is a light, we cannot perceive, we cannot able to see all the lights. That means the light of different wavelengths. There is some limitation. There is some limitation. Okay, we are able to see only the light with the wavelengths roughly some 4000 angstroms to 7000 angstroms. So all the light with the wavelengths below this 4000 and above this 7000 are not visible to us. That we have to understand. Okay, even though there is a that type of light, we are unable to see that. That is the limitation of our human eye. Okay, the same thing applies to the sound as well. We are unable to hear the very low or very high sounds. That means we are able to hear only the sounds which are in the audible range, whose frequency falls between 20 to 20,000 hertz only. Okay, this is our human structure, building of the human body. There is some limitation to see certain light or certain sounds. Okay, we are unable to see. Otherwise, we may say that we are only able to see a particular band of wavelengths of light and the sounds in one particular band of the frequencies. Okay, this we have to know. Okay, so you consider any one light to expose the objects. See, whenever you take the glass, okay, it looks transparent to the light which you are using. That means no light is absorbed by that particular body. That's why you are looking at as a transparent with respect to the light you are using. Okay, it is only transparent to the light which we are using. That means it is not absorbing any light. It is not absorbing any light. Okay, suppose that this is a glass plate. This is the glass plate. Naturally, whenever you expose this glass plate to the sun light coming from the sun, okay, then what happens? Or any light which is coming from the torch easily go out of this glass plate. Then we are seeing this glass as transparent. That means you are seeing this with no in color. Okay, that means this glass plate is transparent to the wavelength of lights you are using, the type of light you are using. That means it allowing the entire light to pass through it. Okay, then we call it as a transparent material. It is it is transparent to the light we are using here. Here you do not see any color of this glass piece. But whenever you take certain materials, say suppose that you are taking one apple. Why you are seeing that apple is red? Suppose that you are exposing that apple with ultraviolet light. Okay, or that means the light coming from the sun. Okay, the light rays coming from the garden are falling on this apple. Then you are able to see this apple. Okay, particularly you are observing this apple in red color. This is the characteristic color of this apple. Why it is happening so? See, you are seeing this glass as transparent with no color. Okay, but you are seeing this apple with red color. Why it is looking red? We are perceiving its color as red. Okay, what is happening here? What is happening here? Here, what is happening is in the sun's rays, in the sun's light. Okay, see, suppose that you are taking white light or UV rays. There are so many. There are all colors we have. Okay, if you are taking white light, you are having all the 7 colors in that light. Okay, this is known from the Newton's time, Newton's wheel. Okay, right? If you take a wheel and paint all the 7 colors on this and you rotate it, you are able to see only the white wheel, white color. That wheel appears only in white color. So here in all In white color we have all the 7 colors with GR, ABGYO. See what is happening here is in that all 7 colors, okay, here it is only it is absorbing all those 6 colors out of the 7 colors. Okay, only one color is reflecting out of this. That is what the red color. Red. That means all the 6 colors of those 7 characteristic colors of the white light, all of those colors except red are absorbed by this body, and it is not absorbing the red color. So the red color is reflecting, coming out of that body. Okay, what it is doing, it is filtering the white light. It always reflects the red color from its surface. So you are able to see this apple as red. If you take a green chilli in your garden, see the same UV rays are falling on this object. Here you are able to see this as green. But what is happening here? This object now absorbing red. Okay, it is leaving green. Not only red, remaining all the 5 colors. Okay, with red, it is absorbing 6 colors, and it is reflecting only green color. So you are able to see this green chilli in the garden always in the green color. That is what happens. Okay, in case of all objects, that is what the origin of their colors. Okay, this is what the simple way to explain the characteristic colors of these objects. Okay, these objects. See, if it is transparent to these light rays, then you would have seen with no color these objects. Here, as in the case of glass. If you take the glass, see, it is not absorbing or it is not doing anything for this. It is passive to that light. Okay, so you are able to see this with no color. Okay, it is optically transparent for the light and consideration. Okay, this is one way of explaining the colors of the objects. Okay, that is the reason why we are able to see different colors, different objects in different colors. That means from material to material, its internal structure is different. The properties of those objects are different. That's why they are selectively absorbing few colors and leaving out the other colors. That's why we are able to see one particular object in one particular color. If there is no absorption at all, if that material is not responding anything, is just leaving all the light from it, then we call this as a transparent material. Then we will not be able to see that object in any one particular color. Okay, so then we say that it is transparent to the optically transparent to the light we are using. Okay, yeah, that is what the reason for the colors of the different objects. That means that's why different objects look like in different colors. This is what the origin. This is what a very simple way of explaining the colors of the objects in the nature. Okay, thank you.